Messy military lawyer. So you've been charged by the military formally on DD Form 458. You've gone to your preliminary hearing known as the Article 32B preliminary hearing, and now you're waiting. You're waiting. What you should be anticipating next is the report from the preliminary hearing officer deciding and announcing whether or not they believe that there is probable cause to go forward. Once that happens, that report should be forwarded to the prosecutors, who then should forward it to your defense attorneys, and you should have the opportunity to see it. At that point, it goes back to the party who formally sent it to the Article 32, that special court-martial convening authority, who then in turn reads that report and typically will forward it with a recommendation for the process known as referral. Once the General Court-Martial Convening Authority receives the advice from the staff judge advocate announcing there's jurisdiction, announcing there's probable cause, if there are any favorable recommendations from that Article 32 hearing officer, that also has to be incorporated into that advice. And then the next stage is that the General Court-Martial Convening Authority refers it or formally sends it to a court-martial. At that point, you should expect that you're going to be called back into the legal office or back into your commander's office to receive another copy of your charge sheet. When you get word that you're being called back in, don't get overly nervous. This is normal. Your attorney does not need to be with you. You are in receive mode. You'll go, you report at the appointed place and time, and you'll receive that copy of the referred charge sheet. On the back of the form DD Form 458, there's another section, Section 5, Roman numeral 5, which looks like a large V, where that referral action takes place. If any of the charges have been amended, dismissed, edited in any way, that will be reflected on this newest copy of what we call the referred charge sheet. At that point, your case is now formally a court-martial, and the government is required to have provided that referred or that second copy to you. Sometimes people get confused because they're like, well, it's the same thing. And it may not change at all, but it's still part of the military court-martial practice that they have to serve upon you this second copy of what's called the referred charge sheet. If there's any attachments, meaning there's continuation pages, if those will also accompany that. And at that next point, the next kind of marker to be looking for is that you're going to be arraigned next. Hit that like and follow for more content to help you through this process. Messy military lawyer.